Well, listen. I'm going to tell you flat out some stuff y'all don't know nothing about. Oh, man. When Big Sean came here to Chicago, he's recording on his debut album because he was signed with Kanye. And just jokingly, alright, I can't really mention too many names because I ain't trying to get nobody or nothing, but just jokingly, it was brought up about a track he had made, and he was like, man, you know, this track would be perfect for Nicki Minaj. If Nicki was, this song was basically made for Nicki, but it was, man, Nicki, you ain't gonna get Nicki to do that. Nicki too big right now. She just had her first CD come out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, she cool and all that, but, you know, they gonna be asking for too much and they gonna end up holding up the album. Don't worry about that. Just send the joint out. So they finished the album and they put the record out. Next thing you know, they wanted to do, the record became, that single became hot. So they was like, man, that single hot. We're going to put that out as a single. But he was like, man, see if we could do a remix and just get Nicki on it. Still, I want to just shoot the shot and see what happened. So they hit Nicki up and she was like, cool, just send it. And she never mentioned no money. She did it for free. Because, see, what they didn't know at the time, but we gonna double back to that. But Nicki was feeling Big Sean. Even though she was with Safari, they had some problems that went on during this time. Like, it was a little fight going on or whatever. But she was feeling Big Sean, but he didn't know all this. He was just thinking, bet, we got this going on. But she was feeling him because she said she thought he reminded her of a younger Safari. She was like, oh, you look like my man. Like, you look like like when he was younger. Like, oh my God, look at you got the same face. She was feeling him. And he wasn't even picking up on it. He think it's just, okay, cool, bad business. We got the joint. They sent it to her and she sent back the verse. So everything was love. So they wanted to do a video and then they wanted to hit Nicki off. She came out there and she was just all over Big Sean. Safari was pissed. He was like, you just being a little too friendly. And she's like, look, I'm working. We had this discussion already. I'm working. So, it was nothing because Big Sean had his girl. He was been with his girl since high school. So he wasn't trying to pursue it, but there was definitely a vibe going on there. So they've been cool ever since they made the video and they started doing shows together, performing, and he was always respectful, even though he did what he did, but she was into him. And then she was drunk and tipsy talking to him. I'm tipsy. Why don't you hang out with me down at the bar? And what's his name was like, Safari was all over her like a coach. She's like, I need space. I mean, like right now. Like, you are really crowding me right now. Because she wanted to be alone with Big Sean at the bar. Sean was like, man, I'm going to try to get down there. But he had his own problems going on with his girl. So it was crazy at the time. Now, fast forward, things started to go their own direction. They meet every now and then. Then rumors circulated that Big Sean smashed Nicki at this party with Floyd that Floyd threw in Atlanta. But was it true or not? I seriously doubt it, because at this time he had that Rivera chick. And it was her he was with at the time. He wasn't even with Nicki at that time. So if he crept off on her to get with Nicki, that would be an impossible feat because she was there with Safari. So I'm like, well, I just don't see how that happened. But that's how the industry rumors. Y'all think rumors come from the internet? No. Rumors come from these people in the industry who be around these people and they speculate and then they get to talking about it. Then it pop up on social media. That's how these rumors come around. Sometimes you just get a somebody who just love being in the chat room. They talk, but most of the stuff come from these doggone people that's around the situation, and then they just go to a tabloid and start running their mouth, hoping they get $100. So that's how that worked. Then to top it off, we're sitting there, right, and we're like, okay. Here come this situation where Big Sean is kind of like falling off. Nicki is at a whole nother spectrum. She breaks up with Safari. The Meek Mill situation. When she was single, people didn't know Nicki just didn't jump up and date Meek Mill. Everybody, Safari thought she was going to run to Big Sean. But they were on different wavelengths at this time. Big Sean was doing something else with his career. If Nicki would have probably came and got him, he probably would have jumped right on it. But Big Sean wasn't thinking like that. They were literally cool with each other. So they respected it. They had an understanding. They flirt with each other back and forth a little bit, but it was nothing. So all of a sudden, Meek Mill's in the picture, and now he's her man. You talk about the first big fight they ever had is when Big Sean came around and Meek saw the way she acted with Big Sean, and he was so jealous. Hey man, I mean, you act like you about to jump in this man's lap, man. I mean, my God, you know what I'm saying? He cool, man. I met him before. You know, he cool people, but gee, what's your problem? Are you gonna be like this all night? I mean, I don't need to hear this. You can go to your own. You can stop right now. No, you stop. Stop. Give me space. But he was tripping. So they had a big fight because he wasn't even supposed to be there one night, and she had a show. And he showed up, and he was like the special guest. He was the surprise guest and all this stuff. So, and he was salty because they had a big fight about her being all over Big Sean. And Big Sean didn't even care. Like, he didn't even own it like that. And they were saying, like, man, I think homie, mad at you. He was like, man, I'm here to get my paper, man. I ain't worried about nothing like that. He's like, I ain't even speak to Nicki. I said, what's up? And kept it moving because he's like, I already feel, dude, he ain't happy about that. He ain't happy that his girl, like me like that. He's like, he just, is messing with his confidence. So he's like, man, I'm here to do my show, do my jam, do my song, and then that's it. I'm out. We ain't got no problems. And that's when Meek's like, man, I ain't got no problems, man. We do this summer jam, man. Knock it out, man. Ain't no problems. But him and Nicki had a big argument in the back. So they tried to front for the cameras, but you could tell already they was still salty with each other. And they got a fake like it's all good on stage and coming out in front of the public. See, this is the kind of things I talk about. Y'all don't know nothing about stuff like what's going on behind the scenes. Y'all just see the glamour and the glitz. It's a whole bunch of dirty stuff going on. Oh man, I mean it's nuts. Cause Big Sean had fell off basically compared to everybody else. He was like making headlines and stuff, but he wasn't doing nothing. It was like, well, Big Sean ain't really on nothing right now, so we can't really promote him on nothing. He had one song out, he wasn't really buzzing no more. His buzz then kind of came and went. But now he on Rock Nation, It's like, okay, he's on Rock Nation. But they ain't really doing nothing for him. But who knows? This new album, he might crack the mold and get back in the game. He going at Kendrick, so it might be a good thing here. Big Sean for them probably put a stamp out there and say, I'm back and I'm Big Sean. Forget all this pop stuff. But that's it. I'm out.